Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we're diving into something really cool. We're going to take a button that you probably click every single day and transform it into your ultimate high-speed digital control center. Yep, we are talking about the Microsoft Windows Start menu.
Just think about it for a second. You fire up your computer, move your mouse, and click that little icon. But are you actually using it right? Before we unleash the true power of this interface, we kind of have to ask ourselves, have we been completely missing out on its hidden potential all these years? For a lot of us, it's just a quick way to launch a browser or shut down. But right beneath the surface, there's a workflow engine literally designed to save you massive amounts of time.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, the evolution of the Start menu. Then, we'll look at the anatomy of the modern menu. Third, the search superpower. Fourth, how to make it your own. And finally, some serious power user secrets.
Okay, Section 1. The evolution of the Start menu from 1995 to today.
It's honestly incredible to see how this thing evolved. I mean, it started out as this super basic pop-up list way back in 1995 with Windows 95. Then, remember that famous two-column layout in Windows XP? Classic. In 2012, Microsoft radically shook things up with a full-screen Start screen in Windows 8, before kind of dialing it back to a more familiar, modernized feel with Windows 10's live tiles. And that brings us right to the simplified, center design of Windows 11. This perfectly illustrates that massive and, somewhat polarizing design shift. Just look at the contrast. We had the wide Windows 10 interface with those heavy, animated live tiles flipping around with the weather and news, but out with the old, right? Now we have the clean, centered focus of Windows 11. It's a really clear pivot from a busy dashboard to a focused, distraction-free launcher. Moving right along to Section 2, Anatomy of the Modern Menu, Navigating Windows 11. So take a look at how logically Microsoft divided up this screen real estate into distinct, highly functional zones. It is definitely no longer just a chaotic, endless list of every single program on your hard drive. It's a carefully curated workspace. Understanding each of these 6 components is what actually turns that chaos into an organized dashboard. Right at the top, you've got the search bar for your instant queries. Just below that, the Pinned Apps section acts as your customizable favorites tray. Then, the Recommended section intelligently pulls up your recent files, including stuff right from your Microsoft 365 cloud. Tucked away over there is the All Apps button for the full directory. And down at the bottom, you have your essential power and user profile menus. Boom, everything in its place.
Now, if you ever need to hunt down a specific utility that isn't pinned to the front, clicking All Apps gives you this perfectly alphabetized directory. No more endlessly scrolling through weirdly named folders just to find the calculator, right? Everything is totally accessible, but safely out of the way of your main workflow.
Section 3. The Search Superpower. Finding everything instantly.
You really got to notice the contrast here. Most people just use basic search, right? Typing in calculator or Photoshop to open an app, but advanced search? Oh man, that is where the absolute magic happens. You aren't just opening apps anymore, you're querying your entire local hard drive and your cloud storage simultaneously. You can filter specifically for documents, photos, or music. It is hands down the fastest way to find a buried OneDrive file without ever having to open File Explorer.
Let's take a quick peek under the hood. This beautifully complex window shows the advanced indexing options. This is the hidden engine doing all the heavy lifting in the background. It's constantly cataloging your files so that the very moment you type a single letter into the Start menu, your results pop up instantly.
Now, of course, sometimes technology hiccups. We've all been there. If your search ever completely stops working or just feels a bit sluggish, don't panic. Just follow these 3 simple troubleshooting steps. You can rebuild the search index, restart the Windows search service, or simply clear the search cache. These quick fixes will get that lightning-fast search running smoothly again in no time.
Next up, Section 4. Make it your own. Start menu customization.
You have total control over the aesthetics here. You can tweak pretty much everything, from the accent colors and those sleek, blurred, acrylic transparency effects to switching between light and dark modes. And hey, you can even move the Start menu from its new centered position all the way back to the traditional left-aligned spot, if that's what your muscle memory prefers.
Aesthetics are great, but let's talk real productivity. To truly organize your chaos, start by pinning your daily drivers. And please, unpin that bloatware you literally never use. In Windows 11, you can even drag apps on top of each other to create dedicated folders. This is perfect for separating your heavy IT tools from your gaming apps or your schoolwork. Oh, and remember the golden rule. Prioritize typing in the search bar over mindless clicking through menus. Trust me, it is always faster.
All right, Section 5. Power user secrets, unlock maximum efficiency.
Okay, this right here, an absolute game changer. Hitting the Windows key plus the letter X opens up the Power User menu. And let me tell you, it completely changes how you manage your PC's back end.
Just look at this hidden menu. It completely bypasses all the flashy graphics to give you direct, no-nonsense access to heavy-duty administrative tools. We're talking device manager, disk management, the command prompt, and the event viewer. No searching required, just boom, right there.
And speaking of the Windows key, you really want to start burning these shortcuts into your muscle memory. Try this. Using the Windows key plus S opens search instantly. Windows plus I jumps right into your settings. And Windows plus E opens File Explorer. Mastering these drastically reduces the time your hand spends reaching for the mouse, which significantly speeds up your daily workflow.
Looking toward the future, the Start menu is no longer just a local launcher for files sitting on your hard drive. It's actively integrating dynamic widgets, live news feeds, and cloud services. It's basically transforming from a static menu into a smart hub.
And this is where it gets incredibly exciting. With AI, specifically Microsoft Copilot, deeply woven into the newer versions, your Start menu literally acts as an intelligent assistant. You don't just search for a document anymore, you can actually ask the Start menu to summarize that document, change your system settings, or even generate text for an email. It's wild.
So, bringing it all together, let's look at this breakdown. It honestly doesn't matter who you are or what you do. Whether you're a student needing super fast access to recent essays, a gamer grouping launchers, an IT pro who needs the terminal like yesterday, or an office worker relying on cloud files, structuring your Start menu correctly translates directly into massive time savings.
We've explored decades of evolution, we've broken down the anatomy, and we've uncovered the high-speed secrets of the ultimate power users. So the only question left for you is, now that you know its hidden powers, how will you redesign your own Start menu today to truly master your personal workflow? Thanks for hanging out with me on this explainer. Now go redesign that workflow.